Hello everyone and welcome back. And this will be your general weekly reading for the sign of Gemini for the week of February 23rd. And at this time I would like to give a very special thank you to each and every one of you out there who have been subscribing to my channel and helping it grow and getting it noticed, and for sharing with others. Thank you. And of course for all the thumbs up on the videos that you've watched, and some of you have even hit that hype button, so thank you very much for doing that, as well as all those lovely comments. It is so truly nice to hear from you of how you enjoyed the videos, and they've helped you. Some of you have put in there that you've also subscribed to my channel, so thank you very much. And a very special thank you, Gemini, because you guys really not only hit the hype button and thumbs up and left tons of comments. Wow, that really made my week. So thank you so much for doing all of that. I truly appreciate each and every one of you. All right, starting with the Three of Pentacles. So collaboration. Looks like some of you are getting, job-wise, looks like you're getting people coming to you for advice. Somebody asking you to, go into business with them, like give them some information. You have a lot of knowledge, a lot of insight, and people are looking for that. It's not that you are doing anything that isn't normal of you. It's just people are starting to recognize all that you have, and they're willing to pay you to help them. So, some of you are hard at work doing studies of things that you like things that make you interested in things, and you're realizing that it's quite lucrative. It will pay you for that. Oh, and the Chariot. So new beginnings, new opportunities. You're in charge and willing now to move forward, feeling that it's the right time for yourself. There's movement, progress, taking action, and you're understanding that you have the willpower and the desire to move this forward, and you're in control of it. So you're really changing something this week in your life. Some of you, this is travel as well, just wanting to ignite, get started, taking that next step for yourself, moving forward, and you are in charge of it. You are really ready for this new beginning. And the Four of Swords, taking care of yourself, your health, and your wealth. Taking care of yourselves. Maybe some of you are getting over an ailment, maybe run down a little bit, and now you're realizing you need to just spend a little bit of time on yourself. You'll be back around in no time. Or this could have been because you were helping somebody else, and it just, took a lot of time and energy. So it, again, needs you to recoup. Take care of yourself first. Your health is your wealth. And this can be something so simple as sitting in a tub, a hot, tub of sea salts, and just calming down, taking care of yourself, going to a spa, taking a walk in a park, but just whatever rejuvenates your body. And the Strength card, look at the courage you have and the determination to change this in your life, and willing now. And it's taken you courage to, speak about this out loud to others, but you are feeling very stable within yourself. So you find the inner strength to let others know what you're focusing in on, because somebody's, been telling you like, hey, are you listening, sort of thing. And you are, but you're more concentrating on what it is that you desire. And the Nine of Cups, so the fruits of your own labor, starting to enjoy yourself, rewarding yourself, understanding that, where you're at right now is from the fruits of your own labor. You've worked to accomplish this and have this money. So yes, reward yourself, go buy yourself that, dinner that you like all the time, that you barely ever go to anymore. Just something, it doesn't have to be, buying yourself a new car or anything. You're just rewarding yourself for you. You're not asking anybody's permission. You're giving yourself permission to take care of you, reward you going forward. And the Six of Cups. Nostalgia, looking back, childhood memories. Maybe you've ran into one of your relatives or you've heard from a sibling. And it just, brings you temporary back to a more carefree time in your life. And you are just bantering back and forth, quite enjoying this for yourself, feeling good about it. It brings back a lot of not only dreams and stuff that you've wanted from a long time ago, but it helps you to rekindle that inner spirit of yourself. And it doesn't matter what age you are, you never lose that spark or that desire. And the Star card, yeah. New beginnings, new opportunities, just at the threshold of starting this hope, calm, faith, renewal. Absolutely, there's renewal. There's, good fortune. There's all kinds of, when people say, I seen a feather on the ground, that sort of thing. The omens showing you're going in the right direction. Keep putting time and effort into this, because not only does it make you feel good, it helps you to keep moving forward. So the more time, energy, and effort you put into yourself, the more you're about to get back in a very short period of time. 10 of Pentacles. Well, there could be some inheritance coming in. Maybe somebody's left you something. It could be a home, a car, a piece of property, some money. And it's taken them a while to get to you. Maybe this is a long lost relative that you don't even know. And they decided to find and to go search, because you always hear of what, people getting stuff that way. Well, it looks like for a lot of you, that's what's going to happen here. And it's going to allow you to free yourself up. Get yourself something nice. Invest your newfound goods. And you are going to do that. You really are. You are not taking this and just wasting it. You are taking this and investing this, because you know the potential that it's going to give you for your future and your children's future. So you're willing to make that investment for yourself, and you're understanding that things are about to go much smoother now, because you've managed to get that extra, little bit. And it sometimes really makes a change in a person's life and attitude towards things. So you are really taking that to the next level for yourself, understanding that it's time for this change, and you're willing to do it. You're looking, you're talking to people, investors and stuff like that. You want to be able to sit down when you become that old and know that there's something at the end of the tunnel. Yeah, the 5 of Pentacles. Yeah, you've had your hard times. Finances, stressing, worrying. Maybe something has happened recently and it's cost you some financial loss of some sort. Maybe that changed a job, or a lot of businesses are closing down, so maybe you got laid off. But something showed you that you need to take care of yourself first. Invest in yourself. So you're willing now to move in a new direction. Invest in yourself, because you know that your health is your wealth, and you're headed in that direction. You are really determined to not backslide. You're not going to allow yourself that. You're taking care of yourself. You're building back up any losses that you've had now, and still forging forward on this new beginning. Yeah, the Emperor. Definitely a new beginning, new opportunities. This is going to allow you to start fresh on your dream. This is the leadership role, stability. You are really looking at your family structure for many of yous. And whether they're yours, theirs, whatever it happens to be. But you are looking farther into the future, protecting your future. You're in control of it, and you're very focused on making sure that you have enough for that rainy day. You don't have to stress and worry about it anymore. You want to make sure that you are comfortable from here on out. Wow. And the Nine of Rods, yeah, you've had your ups and downs, but now you've made a decision. Nobody gets to get input. If there's anybody, that feels they can, bully you around and make you do what they want, boy, they're in for a rude awakening, because you're standing your ground. You've made this decision. And it, like I said prior, it doesn't matter how old you are. You are now determined to have this desire that you're going to have in your life. And you're willing to back it up. So, you're really determined. So good for you. That's wonderful. And the Queen of Pentacles, yes. See, your reading is all about your finances for your future, taking care of your money, investing it, making sure your bank account is growing in the right way, watching how you're spending things, making sure that you're getting the best deal for your money. You're not, just overspending. Some of you are really looking into investing in a future business for yourself. You may be just a silent partner, because you can see the potential in something. And you have the opportunity here to invest in it. So you're now, instead of just sitting there thinking, well, and then 10 years down the road you go, boy, I should have done that. No, you're doing your homework no matter what. And you're taking the time to check it out. You're not just jumping into things. You don't want to do something twice or haphazardly. You're really looking for the best bargains for your future, for your money, for the growth. And you now have that opportunity right in front of you. So you know a good deal when you see it. Now you're investing in your future and yourself. So, that's some pretty big things going on for yous. And the Four of Cups, yeah. You're content. You're feeling like you have enough. You can look around. And you're asking yourself, do I really need anything else? And you're coming to the conclusion that, yeah, I'd like to do this or that. But you're asking yourself that question. Do I need it or do I want it? So you're really investing in yourself, slowing yourself down, realizing that slow and steady wins the race. You're looking at where your investments are. Yes, at this time, maybe you're a little bit wanting things to happen a little bit faster, but you're also realizing that you're okay where you're at. You have enough. You've invested well. It's doing okay. Just wait and see what the next step is coming in. So good for you that you can, understand your own future and see it and listen to yourself. Boy, that's, especially when it comes to increasing in finances. You've learned over the years to take it slow and steady, and it will pay out in the long haul. All right, we're going to pick one more. The Nine of Swords. All up in your head. Self-doubt, worry, wondering where the next step's going to come in. Are you going to have enough? And this, some of it could have happened years ago. Somebody said something to you or stuff, and it's stuck, and you're trying to get that stuff out of your head now. No longer overthinking, overanalyzing, stressing, worrying about something that hasn't even happened and may never. But it has caused you a little bit of anxiety, losing some sleep, and you're realizing that is not good for you either. So you're understanding that you need to change in order to stop going down that rabbit hole anymore. So you're about to release that finally and understand that things will happen as they need to in their own timely manner. It's tough though, I understand. All right. And your oracle card. Okay. It's time to go after your dreams. Do something that expands your horizons. Let your creativity take flight. Now, isn't that beautiful? And on that note, I will say goodbye for now. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I'll definitely talk to you again next week. Bye for now.